Hey, well, welcome back to the channel. It's Saturday, and you know, in one of the other videos I said that I'd start showing you places where I eat, you know, kind of outside the city, and the one behind me is one that I frequent quite a bit. And it's no big secret that Wild Hog has the best burgers in Chiang Mai, without a question. There's a lot of places to get burgers in Chiang Mai that are good burgers, but to me, these are the best right behind it. I think they've won the championship like 3 or 4 times a year in the last few years. They've always won. But today they've started having a special every day. And I think Monday it was like chicken parmesan or something like that. And each day they're going to have something different. And today they're having tomahawk pork chop. And for 270 baht, you get a tomahawk pork chop. And I'm all in. And it should be good. Everything that I've ever ate here has always been good, and if you get a chance, come down and check it out. I'm going to go in and have a seat. Alex and Spencer are on their way, and the 3 of us are going to sit here and have a pork chop, and then after we're done, we'll show it to you, tell you how it is, and go from there. But anyway, there's where it is, and I'm going to leave the location in the comments to the Facebook page and how to get here. But I'm going to go in and grab a seat. They've now got it closed in, so it's got air conditioning, so I'm going to go enjoy that. There he is. Look who just strolled in. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we've ordered 3 pork chops.
I guess Coke, no sugar?
Cola, no sugar.
Yeah. Okay.
Coke Zero.
Yes.
Lost one. Ooh, man, look at the size of that thing. Wow.
Big pork chop. That's way too much. I remember eating that.
Man, look at that. I'm going to dig in. I'll tell you how it is when I'm done. Gone. How was your pork chop?
It was good.
Good. How's yours? How's your pork chop?
Pretty good.
Good.
I'm full now.
Me too. Mine was excellent. Here comes our dessert. Wow. Well, that was a good pork chop, and I would highly recommend you come out here. Look on, you can look on the internet on his Facebook page, and it'll tell you what the special is that day. But I think the pork chop will be on Saturdays because that's today. And come down and check out the specials, and we'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoy the video on the walk coming up. We'll see you in a little while. Hey, welcome to the channel. It's Saturday. It's about probably 10:30 in the morning, and I'm up here. I'm on the south side of the moat, just north of Chiang Mai Gate. And I figured get out and walk around a little bit up here. I drove through, and it's really busy right now. So we'll kind of walk around here and look around, see what's going on. And I'm going to tell you a little story about something that happened in Bangkok back. Well, it's actually started back in 2008, and it came to light back in 2016. It's kind of a murder mystery, and it's really a bizarre case that I've been reading about. I've known about it for about 1.5 years now, but it really hadn't talked about it because I really needed to dig into it and really see what it was about. But it's kind of a really intriguing story about what kind of people you can meet up here and not even know it. I've always said that, when you come up here and you make friends, you need to really pick your friends wisely. And this is a good reason. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around. We'll start walking and I'll tell you the story. I appreciate everybody that's come into the channel and watched the videos, left comments, and you know, sent me emails and stuff like that. I really, really appreciate it. People who bought coffee and left super thanks. It's really appreciated. And we are at, I'm trying to see if I can see a soy sign here so I know, but well, I'll map it. Okay, it's Pak, I can't even pronounce it, road. I can read the sign. But anyway, we're gonna walk down here and then we'll make a left and come in behind Chiang Mai Gate Market. Kind of an interesting little area back in here. But anyway, the story, it starts actually in 2016, and you know, when criminals get caught breaking the law, usually the first thing they do is they try to snitch somebody out. And this guy got caught using a forged passport. I think he was an American guy, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he to try to save himself a little bit, he ends up snitching on the guy that he got the fake passport from. So the Thai police, they figure out who it is and where the actual location is, and they plan a raid on the shop where this guy had got his fake passport. And they have no idea who's living there. They don't have a clue. So they hit the place, and you know, they do things a little bit different. They don't storm it. They kind of just knock on the door and see what's going on. Now that's where everybody goes to rent their Thai costumes to walk around and have their picture taken. And that, you can see by the shoes, that place is doing a heck of a business. But we're going to go down here and we're going to walk to the left. See, for every 2 shoes, you got a body that's inside getting a change of clothes. Well, you can see them all in there. That'd be a good business to be in. Everybody getting dressed. But anyway, they raid this place and they get inside. Well, the guy that is in there, he gets hold of a gun and he ends up shooting one of the cops, and which is really you know, that's really a no-no here. But they finally get him subdued and stuff, and they oops, gotta stop, my phone's ringing. Okay, we're back again. No big deal. It was just a scam call. I get so many of those things on my phone, and you know, I know it because the minute I pick up the phone, they start talking in Thai, and I know it's a scam. Hello. Oh wow, making Thai dessert.
Yes, bạc mo.
Wow. Smells very good.
Yes. So good.
Yeah. Huh. But anyway, they get the guy subdued, and there's 2 other people in the room as well. And they start searching. Well, they open up a freezer. And I think what happened was when they got inside the room, they started to do some searching, and that's when the guy went and got the gun when he saw they were going to look in the freezer. Because inside the freezer is a chopped up body, frozen. And naturally, they start asking questions, and this guy's basically saying he doesn't know anything and whatever. Anyway, they cart him off and his 2 buddies off to jail. And he's not saying anything, and they try to identify the body, and it was kind of interesting because at first they did some DNA tests on the guy, and it turns out he was a Hungarian, white male Hungarian, probably in his 50s or so, and it had the cops pretty much puzzled. Well, in the meantime, they're not letting go of these 3 guys. They've got them in custody, and again, they're not talking. and it takes probably about a month or two, and they do some DNA tests, some more DNA tests, and it turns out that the guy in the wow, there's an old barber's chair. He's Hungarian, but he's an American, and really a mystery, because this guy, it turns out he was a train, like he worked for a train company, and on the side he took pictures of trains and sold calendars, and the business had really done real well. He had been using a Japanese publishing company, and then he went out and started his own publishing company to publish these calendars. And I think we'll go right here, and then we're going to go left in behind the market. And his publishing company that he started kind of dissolved in 2008, and he had not been seen since then. And still, the cops are still trying to figure out, you know, the connection between the train guy and the two guys that they've got in custody. Well, it turns out that the one guy that they've got in custody, he gives him a British passport, and it doesn't take the cops long. They finally figure out that that was a forged passport. Plus, when they hit the house, they found all kinds of different documents and passports and stuff for different countries, and guns, drugs, all kinds of different stuff. Wow, there's your fish. So they knew they had somebody who was fairly well connected. Well, it turns out that the passport that he gave the Thai police was forged, and it turns out that he was an American, 64-year-old American who had left the United States, and they have no record of him coming into Thailand, so they don't know when he came in, but he had been a fugitive from the United States from about 1979. He'd been wanted by the FBI for some type of credit card forgery and stuff like that, and they had been hunting him. So apparently he had been hiding out in Thailand for that period of time, and really had become a pretty hardened criminal. And the flyer with the FBI said that the guy was considered to be armed and dangerous, but there was never a record of him coming into Thailand, so they have no idea how long he had been here. But obviously he had been here since 2008, because they went back and they found this guy's housekeeper, and she remembers him buying that freezer back in 2008 and moving it to where he was now. He lived at a different location back then, and he moved it to the location he was at now, and they said he was very careful that nobody opened up the freezer. So in their questioning, wow, this is pretty cool. A little alley back here. I don't know where it goes. This is a neat little place. This is the backside of Chiangmai Gate Market. Hey, little buddy. So they begin questioning this guy more, and he's shooting a cop. He's looking at some serious time. Well, the guy's name was Herbert Lafong, the American, and he was looking at a life sentence, and he ended up cooperating to a certain extent, and got that reduced down to, I think they finally he pled guilty and got like 43 years. But what he basically said was, back in 2008, that the train guy and a friend of his had some kind of a business deal that went sour, and that he didn't kill the guy. And he says his friend killed the guy, and his friend that killed the guy had died of cancer years before. So he did admit to help chopping up the body and putting the body in the freezer and keeping the body. Well, you know, from 2008 to 2016, that's 8 years of keeping a body in a freezer. That's pretty intense. And when they did an autopsy on the body parts, this is the really strange part, and I think there is way more to this than what meets the eye. When I started digging up on the train guy, he had some bad business dealings with the publisher that he used in Japan, and that's why he started his own publishing company. Oh, here's a neat little place. I wonder where this little alley goes. Oh, looks like it stops right back in there. Breakfast and brunch, healthy. Huh. I've not been back through here. Pretty neat. But he had some bad business dealings with the people in Japan. So, you know, who knows what'll ever happen. But it's really a bizarre. And he was worth a lot of money. He had sold his house in California. Had pretty much dissolved everything that he had, but there's really not a lot of, nobody really can say why he actually came to Thailand or what he was doing here, so nobody really knows. But the Lafon guy took 43 years, and the other two guys that were at the apartment with him, they ended up dismissing the charges against him because they didn't have enough to convict him. But he, you know, the Lafon guy, he did admit to chopping up the body and helping chopping up the body and keeping it, but he denied any part in the murder. So, you know, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. I don't think we'll ever really know. But it's still, you know, it's still kind of a mystery, and it just goes to show that if you want to hide yourself, you can do it. Now, you know, you would figure so many years and you know, the FBI would have picked up on him being here, but obviously not. Oh, this is pretty neat. Cannabis dispensary. Huh. We'll walk out here. There's a bakery over here somewhere, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get close to it or not. It's called Sunday Baker. And I don't know if the stuff is any good or not. I haven't ate breakfast yet, but after I get through doing this, I'm going to go have breakfast. We'll walk out here and probably walk to the left. But that's the story, and you know, it just goes to show, you know, you could be sitting at a bar talking to this guy and really never really even know who he is. You know, when you meet people here, you kind of have to take them at face value. You know, if they are who they say they are, or whatever. No, we're way off from Sunday Baker's down that way. But we're going to go up here and walk this way. I may cross over the street because it kind of gives you a little bit better view. Yeah, we'll get across the road here. The moat is full. We've had some really good weather here, the rain, and it's just really nice and cool. You could almost sleep with your windows open. Blowing their horns and stuff. Usually early in the morning, this place is packed. But yeah, it's I'm going to try to do some more research and dig a little bit deeper on this train guy, because his story is really interesting. And apparently there is a big culture of people who are fascinated by trains. As a matter of fact, I just read a story just a couple days ago about a 17-year-old kid in the United States who was a train enthusiast, and he also had a YouTube channel, and he decided it would be a good idea to this kid is just plain stupid. He sets his camera up by some train tracks, and lo and behold, if he didn't set his camera up, the train didn't derail in front of his camera. And he's filming all this and commentating on it and acting like he's, you know, real surprised and all that. But he goes to the cops, and, you know, he says, you know, this is probably what happened. You know, they parked a train on the tracks and didn't throw the switch back, and you know, that's what caused the train wreck. Well, the cops looked at the video and found the video on YouTube and determined that, yeah, the switch got thrown, but he was the one who threw it, and then sat back and videotaped the train derailment. Thank God nobody was hurt. But there are people that are just fascinated by trains, and big culture. And this guy had tapped into that culture by selling calendars every year of pictures of trains, which is really interesting, and made millions of dollars. When he disappeared, or his company disappeared, there was a lot of questions on the internet what actually happened to him, and nobody really knew. You know, from 2008 to 2016, nobody really knew anything about what happened to him. Lo and behold, they didn't know he was sitting dismembered sitting in a freezer in Bangkok, Thailand for 8 years. That's not how I would want my legacy to be. You know, why that happened, who knows? But, you know, it's been 8 years since this happened, and there's been nothing else written on it, which is kind of par for the course for things here. You know, you'll hear about it when it happens, and then after it happens, you never hear another word about it. The media just doesn't pick up on it and doesn't really care. And you know, again, you would think that our State Department would look into it, but that ain't the case. They don't care. That's just absolutely useless. It's a busy little area right here. Now we pretty much just made a big circle, and we'll come right back to where the car was. A clock shop. Huh. Now there used to be a little girl out here that sold Chinese buns. I did a couple of videos with her, and I think she now works in that restaurant right there on the corner. I love these old style buildings here. But we are pretty much right back to where we came. I have no idea how good the food is here. It looks good. Eiley Bakery. Over here on this little shop over here, they've got some really neat stuff. Got your rat traps. Got your clay pots, coffee pots, charcoal, just about anything you need here. They're cleaning this roof off. Wow, that would be cool to live right there. You heck getting in and out of your houses though. Your laundromat. Well, we're back to almost to the starting point, and I'm going to jump in the car, go get something to eat, and then go home and edit this video. And Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's come into the channel, left comments, bought super thanks, subscribed, left me, you know, messages and stuff. I really appreciate that. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.